Hello and welcome back. A fragile Prince Andrew is said to be refusing to hand over the keys to the Royal Lodge and believes King Charles has no power to turf him out. Sources close to Disgraced royal have reportedly claimed that Andrew has no plans to leave the property in Windsor. This is despite it being widely reported that Charles wants him out of the massive £30 million mansion. The newly crowned king is said to want to move Andrew into the smaller Frogmore cottage, previously the home of Duke and Duchess of Sussex. But Andrew reportedly believes he is safe to ignore the monarch's wishes and remain in the 30-room mansion because of the lease he signed in his own name. A source said to be in regular contact with Andrew told The Times the lease is in the Duke's name, so no one can take that away from him. It has never been suggested that it could take away from him. It's a long lease with 80 to 90 years left on it. This is a lease between him and the Crown Estate. That's not a matter for the King. It's a matter for the Chancellor of the Exchequer. The only way you could get him to move out would be through an arrangement. He would have to agree. They added that the King wouldn't try and force Andrew out by cutting his utilities off, and even went as far as claiming that trying to force his little brother out would make Charles unpopular with the firm. It comes after Andrew was forced to step down from royal duties after he was accused of having sex with Virginia Gerfy when she was a teenager, which he has always denied. During an infamous interview, BBC's news site, he failed to offer sympathy for his former pals Jeffrey's explained sex victims and claimed he has too honourable. The Queen's son agreed to a multi-million-pound settlement with Mrs. Gryfe outside court. A number of reports have said that the Royal Lodge was being lined up for Prince William and Kate. But if Andrew wants to honour his lease, it would mean he stays there for the next 75 years until it expires. The Mail on Sunday previously reported a fragile Prince Andrew was feeling down over the dispute, but refusing to budge from the property. As the royal family seemingly squabbles over mansions, the country still suffers through a cost of living crisis. The source told the Mail that Andrew was refusing to see anybody and questioned whether it was fair that Andrew, who faced the possibility of appearing in the US court, was being kicked out. They added he's concerned now that the coronation's over and the knives are out. He's worried that the royals might even turn off the utilities to get him out of there, but we're dealing with human beings, not real estate. The Royal Lodge has housed the Queen Mother up until her death before Andrew, and eventually his ex-wife moved in. Frogmore Cottage, a 5-bedroom property, was described as an obvious step down for the Duke by royal biographer Tom Bower. This comes as King Charles' extravagant wealth was revealed in the Sunday Times rich list. Charles reportedly has more than his late mother, with more than £600 million, it was said. At number 263, the list shows the King sitting on a personal net worth of £600 million, which is nearly double that of the Queen. Last year, the late monarch's was calculated at £370 million. Earlier this year, it was reported the King had a huge fortune from his own property assets and from building housing developments that made him become a major landlord over the years. The monarch's most valuable assets are Sandringham with its 20,000 acres and Balmoral, which is surrounded by 50,000 acres. Sandringham has belonged to the royals for more than 160 years. It has 300 buildings and a Grade 2 listed mansion. Thank you for listening. Please tell us your thoughts.